can't afford to pay nobody right now.
You can't afford to pay nobody? Pay him alimony?
They keep cutting hours at work.
Why?
They're waiting on permits and stuff.
Damn. That's some bullshit.
Right?
Welcome. Shirts Off, Season 3, episode 46, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 46. Yeah.
Okay.
How you doing today, Thomas? It's
I'm
just
doing
me and
alright.
Thomas here today. We are... God, we're what? 3 or 4 episodes now into it being like me and you.
Yeah, I think 4.
How you feeling about it?
I enjoy it. You know, I can run my mouth about anything.
Oh, yeah.
So I just sit down and talk.
So, for those of you listening, it probably hasn't been that long for y'all, but for us, it's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that, since we
Yeah.
sat down and recorded.
Yeah, last one I think was Alejandro.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So, it's been a minute. A war in Iran broke out, and
Which is crazy.
which is
Everything
wild.
that's going on with that.
I put a kitchen island together, and
Yes. And it looks great.
yeah, and and the AC is fixed in my Tahoe, so you know.
Look
Getting
at you
stuff done. I
accomplishing
know,
stuff,
right?
man.
Getting projects done around the house.
Yeah,
Charlie's eating his heart out right now.
I just like finished my music room.
Oh hell yeah,
my
that's
music
awesome.
room. So I'm still slowly moving in. I still got a whole another room to do.
Oh yeah. Well, it's a it's a pain in the ass if you're by yourself.
Yeah. That I got a lot of people that have like given me stuff, like from church and stuff.
That'll be the
They're
other
like-
thing. That's,
Yeah, they're donating. I got like a crock pot, knives, stuff like that. And at some point, I got to sit down and do thank you notes for all of it.
Oh my god.
Like, yeah, thank you. And I'm not good at writing thank you notes at all. I'm just like, thanks. Like, I'm like,
Good
what else
looking
can you
out.
say with this, right? Like, I will use this for everything. Like I don't know what to really say about that. You know what I mean?
Good looking out.
So,
Good looks.
right.
Good marks. You know, you tell all these old folks, or I mean, I don't know if they're all old folks, but you know, some of them just, you know, they're real sweet people. But it's like when I moved in here, I got so much stuff that I just didn't need because this house was already like kind of furnished.
Yeah.
So
Luckily, it is all stuff that like I need. So,
yeah.
like, it's like, for instance, like I got like a laundry basket and detergent and towels and rags.
See, that stuff I would never even thought about to give
Yeah,
somebody.
and it's like that right there. That's like perfect. Like,
yeah.
Like you always need laundry detergent. It don't go bad.
No.
So you could just store it for
No.
later, even if you got some now.
The only people that don't use it are the people that don't, you know, clean and wash.
Yeah.
Or wash and clean.
Yeah. I know some of them, but we ain't gonna call them out on the podcast.
No. They might be at Halcyon.
Well, no, I don't know about Halcyon.
No,
Like-
Halcyon's actually been pretty good about it.
Yeah. Like that. Well, we've done a pretty good job, like in general, as a group there, like a community there,
Yeah.
of kind of like telling people, "Hey, you smell. Take a shower."
Yeah.
Because like we've done that a couple times already, and we're like, "Dude, you're kind of musty. Like it might be time for that weekly shower."
So I like, you know, I'm a big nerd guy. So most of the bars, I don't really go out to bars so much anymore. But this past weekend, both nights I went out.
Yeah.
And like I forgot that because of how like regulated Halcyon is, that a lot of these bars that like nerds and like other like of my kinfolk and brethren hang out at, that rule isn't always applied there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely not. Like,
So I was sitting at the bar at this place in Rock Hill called Tattooed Brews.
I've been there.
And this guy was sitting like probably 2 people down from me, and I didn't know the waitress. I mean, I knew her like of her, but I didn't really know her. And we were kind of talking and catching up because I hadn't been out in a while.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, I haven't seen you in a while," blah blah blah. And I was telling her about me and Caitlin getting engaged and all that kind of stuff. And he stops her mid conversation, like interrupts our conversation that we're having to tell her that he doesn't like the fries. And it's like, yeah, like, you know, I'm still gonna pay for it, but I just think they're bad. And I was like,
what do you want her to do about it in that situation? Right?
Oh
man?
yeah,
Like,
and a buddy of mine who's sitting between me and this guy like looks at me and he goes like, "This guy gets out all the time." Like, I don't think this guy gets out much or something.
no,
And I
like
said,
zero socialization right there.
And I was like, well, this guy clearly, like, is just a well-traveled individual. He's seen the whole world, and like these fries just were not up to par for him.
Like, if fries are that bad.
Yeah, for real. You gotta stop the bartender like mid-conversation to tell her about it. Like, and at that particular place, I don't think that, I mean, I don't know. I don't go to Tattooed a lot. This is actually the first time I've been there in probably like a good 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And like the Tattooed Brews has like a deli / bodega / restaurant or whatever towards the back of it.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been in there before, right?
Yeah. It's been probably 5 years.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I don't think that's. I mean, if it's part of it, I don't think that's who you would want to go and talk to. I guess you won't stop the bartender from
wherever you get the fries from. Go
yeah, like why would you stop the bartender to tell her that? Yeah, you know what I mean. Anyway. Some people though, they just don't care. They feel like they need to tell everybody. Yeah.
Like, but that's the thing though. Even at Halcyon, we have people that don't know how to socialize.
No.
Right.
No.
Like genuinely, we have people that like they do not know social cues.
No.
At all. Right. Like whether it's because they have a bit of the tism or whatever. Right. But at Halcyon, we've been pretty good about some of those. Like, they're definitely catching on.
Yeah.
Like some of them who are absolutely just wild when they first got there. Like, they're way toned down now. Yeah. Like, they can actually carry a conversation, and it's not like, ooh, yellow, purple, pink. Like, right. Like, they're not all over the place anymore.
Right. And, like, so I do understand that end of it, because, like, I, too, have had my moments of, like, social awkwardness or, like, not clicking with a group of people.
Yeah.
But there's some things, like, that are just, Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, that would be like me going to Charlie.
Yeah.
And just being like, hey, man, this video game is trash.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't make the video game.
Yeah, he's like, okay.
He's like, don't play it. Yeah. Like, because like, that's the thing. If I was that bartender, that's what I would have told him. Don't eat them.
Yeah, I think she did say something like that.
Like, that's all I could have said.
She was funny in her response.
Yeah.
She made me laugh. She did say something along those lines, like, well, don't eat it. You know what I mean?
You kind of have to be witty when working with the public, too.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, dude. I mean, like, today I had some people upset about some of the procedures and stuff that we had. And I was like, I don't make the rules, man. I'm here to be a courier to you, if anything, Yeah. Don't get mad at the messenger.
Like, that's the thing. I find that the people who do complain, and complain very often, right? If this is you listening right now, and you find yourself complaining multiple times a day, okay, and at small things, I need you to take a second, step back, and really ask yourself, is it really that big of a deal?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you even need to mention it to anybody?
Well, and like, the other part of this too that I've noticed is like, me, myself personally, the moment like I feel negative about a situation, it kind of ruins my day a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it kind of, it bleeds into everything. So, like...
It does. And it affects other people.
Yeah. And so, like, if you're listening to this, and I know this is going to sound like, the pot calling the kettle black or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, if you are in a situation and, like, you're having a lot of negative thoughts and negative feelings, maybe take a step back and look at yourself for a second and be like, is this worth getting upset about,
Yeah.
How can I put a positive spin on this?
Yeah, not only that, but just think, like, in general, it's like, okay, that dude was complaining about his fries. At least he had fries.
Yes, exactly.
They could have been out of fries.
They could have been.
Like, the situation could always be worse.
It could be worse.
Until you are literally, like, on death's door, dying, I feel like it could always be worse.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So... I think people just need to take a step back, look at what they have around them, and pick out something positive rather than negative.
Hell yeah. No, I agree 100%. Dude, when you were talking, I kind of zoned out from it because I was checking out your fit. That's nice. I like the pinky and the brain shirt, the hat,
I had to represent.
the pants. We got to take a picture after this because that is a nice. I feel underdressed. Like,
I'm just chilling. I literally I came home from work, and at work I have to wear like jeans, high vis, all that, right?
Yeah.
And I came home from work and was like, I'm tired of wearing jeans. And just like ripped them off immediately.
Well,
and then then you text me for here because I almost forgot. And I was like, all right, let me throw something on real quick. And I'm just like, shorts, shirt, hat. There we go.
It's
We
a
good.
sick hat. Are
So,
you going with the Charlie and them?
I just
hat?
bought these. Like I have like 3 of these, but I've had like probably 4 of them for a decade, if not longer. Like before I met any of them, and like Kangol used to be like my brand
Right.
of hat. So yeah,
You're
And
like-
it's like that's the thing. Like people wear it for different things. Like some people just wear it for style, that kind of thing. But it kind of goes deeper with that with some people because it's like almost like a heritage thing.
Yeah.
Because like these are from like Irish, Italian,
Yeah.
like that kind of descent, and like I'm Irish,
Yeah.
so
Not
it's
the
like,
Italian
it
part,
fits a little bit.
I don't know. Like I'm
very
looking at
small
you, I
amount.
could see like
A
you know
very
what
small amount of
yeah.
Italian.
You look like you
but,
know how to cook Italian. You know what I mean?
dude, I can cook anything. I'm fat. And that's the thing. Like, if people think I'm crazy, but if there's one thing you listen to a fat person about, it's food.
It's food. Yeah.
Like that's like, for instance, Mike didn't know that they have pork chops at Waffle House.
Yeah. Oh, they do, don't they?
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Are they
And not
good?
only that, but they're cheaper. Like it's cheaper to get them that way, and you get more meat, right? So, for instance, go next time you go to Waffle House, get you an all-star platter. Tell them you want to replace the sausage and bacon with pork chops, and you get 2 of them, and it's like an extra $1 or $2 or something like that to replace it. And like they're so much better, and it's so much more protein.
Do they taste good?
Yeah,
Yeah, they cook
Yeah.
them good.
yeah, like, and it's like on the bone pork chops.
Really?
Like, yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
I need
They
to
get
check
the
out.
seasoning up in there. Yeah, man.
I can't tell you the last time I've been to Waffle House. I feel like yesterday and the day before, I kind of put my foot into like a life I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
Just because like we've been busy with the house, you know,
Yeah.
my grandma passed away last year and we had to deal with all that crap. So it finally feels like we're on the other side of the tunnel of all
Yeah.
that. And I'm like, I mean, you see it. The house looks
Yeah.
nice.
It does. It looks very nice.
Thank you. Being on the other side of that and actually having time. Oh, by the way, dishwasher's fixed now, so no more
Sick.
fucking dirty dishes.
Doing everything good.
Fuck
man.
those fucking dishes. Fuck them so hard. I hated it. I hated fucking looking at them.
Did you-
I hated washing them.
Did you fix it?
No, I called a guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he came out. He did a whole thing. I wasn't here. I was at work, and Caitlin kind of helped deal with that, and we got it fixed. But if there's another piece of advice I could pass on to you in the audience, is like a dishwasher is God's gift to us. God did not want us to wash dishes.
As long as you have dishes that are dishwashable.
There we go. Always, but like when I tell you, it frees up so much of your time just
No,
to like,
yeah. No, it really
like
does.
scrape, rinse off, whatever, and then toss in there.
Yeah.
Like it's made my life so much better. It's
So,
only
like-
been fixed like 5 days, and it's already
Last week I got like a crock pot and everything.
yeah. Oh, first time
Yeah.
with a crock pot?
No, like
Okay.
I've cooked with one before, but
Yeah.
like it's my crock pot.
Yeah.
That's
Hell
the
yeah.
difference, right?
So you
Like,
about
it's
to
always
be
been
start
somebody
cooking
else's.
then, huh?
Yeah. But so I cooked my first meal last week, right?
Uh-huh.
And like just the joy that I had of taking everything, rinsing it out, and putting it in the dishwasher because I could.
Yeah.
Like I'm not using any fine china, so it can't go in the dishwasher or anything. It's just like, look, we're just using this,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
What'd you make in the crock pot?
Stew beef and potatoes.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
delicious. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
a little bit
very
of
good.
garlic.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
You make I hadn't ate dinner yet, so my mouth's watering.
I haven't eaten anything yet.
Yeah, hell yeah, there you go. You're getting us hyped. You're gonna edge us into dinner.
Right. Yeah, no, like I cook. I actually cook pretty often.
Yeah.
Like I've cooked Thanksgiving for my family before and everything. So
So you did like the whole meal for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. That's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
yeah.
What's like your specialty with Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving. So I use a lot of family recipes, and I'm the only, other than my grandmother, I'm the only grandchild, like only person in the family
Yeah.
who knows all the family recipes.
Hell yeah.
So it's like we do like a cranberry salad, and we do like our own stuffing, and we make everything for it. We do, what do we do for Thanksgiving? Turkey, and we do our own seasonings for the turkey, and injections and all that.
Yeah.
Um,
So you make everything from scratch?
yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Yams, candied yams. We do. Yeah.
That's good. I haven't had candied. You candied, you said, or canned?
Candied. Yeah.
Candied?
Yeah.
Dude, now you're making me want some Thanksgiving dinner.
Don't tell me.
All right, well, I know where I'm eating Thanksgiving.
That's what's crazy though, right? So last year we made Thanksgiving and everything, and that's right around the time, like probably like my 4th week of going to Halcyon on a regular basis.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like I hadn't really been that
Did
long.
you come to the Thanksgiving thing we did?
Yeah.
Okay.
But so like the day after Thanksgiving or the next day or something like that, I still had like a bunch of leftovers, and I was just like, "You want me to get rid of these?" and everybody was like, "Yeah, we're tired of leftovers." So I just like made a massive box and just brought it to Mike and Chris.
Nice.
And they were just like, "Oh my God, I love you." Like you know how Mike is. He's just like, "This is so good." Yes. Yeah. So, actually, fried Brussels sprouts.
Fried Brussels sprouts. Fried?
Fried Brussels sprouts.
Like, did you batter them and stuff too, or just you fried them?
No. So like essentially, like you cook them normally, like steamed, whatever, however you normally do it, and then you take bacon and cook it with bacon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever had so Caitlin at their restaurant, Old Town Kitchen and Cocktail, not a sponsor, but shout me out. Anyways,
didn't that shut down?
No, it's open. She's just working there right now. You think about White Horse?
I'm thinking
probably White Horse was there and shut down. They do their Brussels sprouts. I can't remember what they're called. I keep wanting to say they're jerk Brussels sprouts, but I don't think they are.
Yeah. Where something they do the Caribbean seasoning or whatever.
Oh yeah. You talk about like you.
Yeah.
You could have a whole meal. I mean, they literally. Like one Brussels sprout one time I picked up was the size of a fucking chicken wing. Like it was in it was in the palm of my hand. And I was like, Jesus Christ! Like I mean this.
Yeah, you got to get the big ones. Like
that's
what matters.
Oh God, it's so good.
And if you season it right and everything.
Yeah, but it's funny. She's around it so much she can't stand them. She's like, I fucking hate Brussels sprouts.
That's fair. So like that's the thing though. Like anybody who works in the food industry. They either love the food that wherever they work, or they absolutely can't stand it.
Oh yeah,
and refuse to eat it.
Well, the weird part is she does like a lot of their food. With her recently being gluten free, there's some stuff she can't have anymore. Mm-hmm. But like the Brussels sprouts specifically, she does not like. Because I said something one time about them, and she was like, "No, fucking hate those."
She must have some kind of insider information we don't.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just I think it's there. She's around it a lot. You know what I mean? Okay. It's like
Yeah, they're probably. I know they're really popular.
If you live in the North Pole, Santa's Workshop suddenly becomes not as special as it used to be. You know what I mean?
That makes sense. That's true. Yeah.
That's a weird way to get that, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. When you're around something that's so special every day, it just becomes another day.
Exactly. Yeah. And we can't, That's why I order them all the time. I let myself forget that they have them sometimes. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, that's a nice surprise.
That's fair.
You're starting to give off, like, the love child of Mike and Charlie. You know what I mean? Like, your aura and, like, your look.
That's crazy.
I mean it in a nice way. I do mean it in a nice way. Like, you're the best parts of both of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, so, like... So when I first got there, right, and I met Charlie, me and Charlie hit it off like instantly.
Yeah.
And then the same thing happened with Mike when I met him.
Yeah.
And like, because it was like literally 2 days in, Mike's like, "Hey man, come to the back with cool kids," like, and I was like, "Okay, like whatever." And like ever since then, like we've been like locked in.
Yeah.
Like all three of us.
Hell yeah.
So, and I'm lucky for it, honestly, but. I feel like that I'm getting back to really how I used to be more so than anything.
What do you mean?
Like just more in a relaxed state of mind.
Oh, were you not before?
Dude, I was always stressed out like all the time.
Really?
Yeah, because of I was working at Cookout, working at tons of hours and everything.
Dude, you had a heart attack, right? Or
almost
had a heart attack.
Yeah, when they did my blood pressure and everything, they were like, "You should be having a stroke right now." Like
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So, yeah. No, I forgot about that. You saying that?
Yeah. And then like now I'm like trying to better myself like physically.
Well, you do seem like you're happier. I mean, you really do. Like, and like I just mean this totally outside perspective.
I need more money. That's the only thing. Man.
Totally outside perspective. Like because me and you haven't known each other that long, but you know I feel like I mean, I invited you to come on and do this with me, so like I feel like we've definitely vibe.
Yeah.
So
I feel like if nothing else, we do vibe.
exactly. So I just from the short time of knowing you and seeing like how you've changed in that time, like you do seem a lot happier and like. But I mean, Halcyon, for its credit, does have not that I'm talking just shit on Halcyon, but Halcyon, I feel like with the community and everything, there's a lot of people that I see that with. Like there's like Videz, for instance. Videz, our very good friend of the show, Videz, used to be, not, I don't want to say like a total recluse, but very just not like as social as a lot of my other friends.
And it's more so of like, it gives an opportunity.
Yes.
To be that.
Right.
Right. To allow that to happen.
And
because honestly, like, that's the thing with everything going on, because, like, I've kind of taken over as far as, like, quote unquote, like, event coordinator over there at this point. Like, I told them, I was like, hey, look, May the 4th is on a Monday, but that Saturday or that Friday, we should do, like, an early May the 4th potluck.
Hell yeah, that'd be sick.
Run Star Wars movies all day, like starting from open to close.
Yeah,
and like have somebody bring them in, so like there's no copyright issues or anything like that.
Yeah.
But like just be like, hey, we're celebrating May the 4th on the 2nd.
Yeah,
like,
hell yeah.
And then like I was talking about like Halloween. Like Halloween is on a Saturday this year.
Oh fuck!
And we got to go like wild.
Yeah, we got to go hard.
And I told them, I was like, even if we did like a trunk or treat thing in the parking lot, get kids and parents to bring their kids and stuff over there.
Yeah.
Or candy, whatever. Like we got to figure something out.
Absolutely.
And then even with their 1 year anniversary, since they did not have a grand opening, I'm like, why not make this your grand opening? We'll throw a big ass party.
Hell yeah.
And to the people who've been here, it's their anniversary, but to everybody else, it's their grand opening.
Absolutely.
Like,
hell yeah.
And it's like, that's something to celebrate. Like, you've been open for a year. Like, most small businesses
don't make it that long.
Yeah, they close the doors within 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's actual.
I was really worried that was going to happen with Halcyon, and I'm not nothing against Charlie, nothing against Mike, but just statistically speaking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like the type of town this is, and the type of like industry that they were trying to break into, but I think that worked a lot in their favor, especially when they started getting the Pokemon cards and stuff. Like that's helped a lot.
Well, so like that's the thing. Like Halcyon definitely is. Like, it hit its growing pains, I feel like, in certain points.
Yes.
Like, prime example is the fact of there wasn't a retail room. Mm-hmm. It was a wall.
Yeah.
But now there's a room and people are actually buying stuff.
Yes.
That kind of thing.
Well, when you have the lounge and the room right there, or the wall and the lounge all together, the problem becomes is, like, people can just come in and sit down and chill. Whereas, like, in a retail room, there's not really anywhere to sit. Yeah. So it's like...
They got to, like, kind of make their way, walk around, and actually look at stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. It's
and so, like, that's the thing, though. It's like, hey, you want to come play video games? Well, you have to go in the retail room to pay the daily fee.
Exactly.
So now you're walking by everything.
Exactly.
And it's like, I don't know. Like, because I went to school for business.
Uh-huh.
And so, like, I have, like, a lot of marketing stuff. I did a whole class that was literally on, like, product placement and that kind of thing of, like, where you want this product and that kind of thing. And I'm like, this is the key in this room right now. Like, this is what we, like, what needs to be done.
Dude, we should team up and work on some of this stuff here. Because I was helping with a lot of their events and stuff, but it's like, me and Caitlin got engaged. We're planning, like, a wedding and shit. We closed on the house. I mean, it's been, like... 8 months of nonstop shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not in a bad way. Like it's all good stuff. It's all good growth.
Stuff. It's a lot all at once. Like back to back to back to back.
Yeah, and then they opened Halcyon kind of like before all that, or kind of in the middle of all that actually. Yeah. But half of that's done. The house closing is done.
Yeah.
Once we get married in May, the only thing left's going to be the honeymoon. Yeah. So and the reception. But I mean, that's 3 big things I got to plan for. Yeah. And, we're good. We're out.
And see, like, I'm a numbers person in general.
Yeah.
So it's like, what makes, like, when it comes to events and that kind of thing, it's like, what can make the most amount of people happy?
Absolutely.
At the same time.
Yes.
And it's like, what's a reason that we can do this and do that?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, if you always have something going on, then it's always beneficial.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like there's not really a downside to it.
Well, and it's so funny that you say that because I think about where I was like a couple years ago, like 2019 to like 22, or well, I'll say 21. Like it was just kind of like a rinse and
Hardcore
repeat.
pandemic.
Well, yeah, the pandemic was going on, but the pandemic I would say affected me the least of all that.
Okay.
Because I was working, I closed all the time at Food Line, and then
Okay,
me and
yeah.
Charlie would do the podcast. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it was just like the same thing, for a long time. And then me and Charlie would go to the beach occasionally,
Yeah.
and do stuff because my mom was at the beach.
Yeah.
So we would head down there about once a month. But anyways, like, so I get a job or I had a job at Food Line. I get a promotion, and my hours change to where all of a sudden I'm working during the day now.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I have kind of, like, not, like early nights, but, like, I'm off by 7. So I've got nights now to work with, and,
Yeah.
like, early in those nights compared to, like, 11 o'clock. I mean,
Yeah.
that 4 hours makes a difference.
It does.
So, and that kind of was like the first step of like, okay, all right, I got time to do some shit now. And then when I figured out what I needed to do to get like a 9 to 5 and like, move over to that, it was off to the races from there.
You know what's absolutely crazy though?
What's up?
I hate my 9 to 5.
Really? Why is that?
It's just the hours that I hate.
Really?
I wish it was third shift so bad.
Okay.
Like I struggle to sleep
Yeah.
at night. Like it doesn't matter when it is, what's going on.
Really?
Yeah. I
Is
just
it
don't
even with
sleep.
like all the stuff you had going on? Like no.
Everything? It doesn't.
Really?
Yeah.
See me, I like as soon as my head hits the pillow, I'm fucking.
Yeah, but like that's like even now. Like I won't sleep for one night, and then
Mhm.
I'll sleep the next night. Then I won't sleep the next night,
Yeah.
and then I'll sleep the next night. Like I have to be so tired that I just fall asleep.
Damn.
Like
See, I feel like I'm running like from the moment I get up to like my head hits the pillow, I'm doing shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even after we get done recording this tonight, I got to go put flowers on a grave. I want to get a walk or a run in. I
Yeah.
want to go I need to make dinner. I need to eat at some point.
Yeah.
But like there's like just always shit that I'm like I could be doing this, I could be doing that. You know what I mean? Caitlin's like you never sit down, and I'm like
yeah, but it's like my granny,
Mm-hmm.
who is now passed, is no longer with us.
Yeah.
But she used to always tell me, if you ever slow down, you can never speed back up.
damn, that's hits hard.
And because she was talking about it, she was like, when I was and that's why she lived so long. Like she was like 97, 98.
Damn.
It was my great grandmother,
Mm-hmm.
and the only reason why she didn't live longer is because like she was having issues with like dementia and stuff like that, and like she fell
Yeah.
and ended up hitting her head and causing a whole bunch of problems
Oh
and stuff.
man, that sucks.
But like she used to always tell me, she was like, if you ever slow down, you can never speed back up.
Mm.
And she would tell me these stories about how when she was a young adult and she was getting to the point in her life where everything was set up, everything was paid for, and she just wanted to like start pulling back from things. So she did. And then whenever later on when she was like, hey, I want to start those again, she found out that she couldn't.
Uh-huh.
Like either physically or time-wise, something else has moved into place.
Yeah.
Like for whatever reason, she just couldn't do it.
Right.
Like do everything she wanted. And that's the one thing she always told me. She was like, if you ever slow down, you'll never speed back up. And when you slow down to the point where there's nothing you can do, you die.
Damn. And how old were you? You're like 5 when she told
Yeah.
you?
Like I was a kid, dude. And I'll never forget. Like I loved my granny. Like and she loved me. Like that's what's crazy. So like even going through like hard dementia, like not recognizing my own mother,
She recognized you.
she would recognize me. Like I would walk in the room and she was like, "That's my great grandbaby."
Yeah.
Like,
That's my baby.
And I'm like I'm just a little kid,
Yeah.
and like I would go see her as much as I could.
Yeah.
Like I was constantly spending time with my grandmother, and in return, it was her mom.
Mhm.
So like we were always going to see her.
That's awesome. That's such a unique relationship to have.
Yeah.
My great grandparents, like I only ever met one, and it was kind of weird because it was my grandfather's mother, and then my
Mhm.
grandfather passed away before she did.
Mm.
So it was like one of those situations where like I got to see. She was. I mean, they were both up there. My grandfather was 70 when he passed away, and she
Yeah.
was probably mid 80s, maybe older.
Yeah. 85.
She came from that generation where you kind of would have them young. You know what I mean? So, anyways, when he passed, it was kind of like a surreal thing because you got to see like a mother burying her oldest son. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
that's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, and seeing even I was like 7, and I could see in her eyes that this was not like the way like it's supposed to go. You know what I mean?
Well, so,
quote unquote. You know?
Yeah. So what's interesting is like with stuff like that, like it is not a natural process.
Yeah.
For people to bury their children.
Yeah.
And I think that's why those losses are the ones that hurt even more so.
Oh yeah.
Because you're not expecting it.
Yeah.
Like you don't expect it to happen.
When he lived a full life
Yeah.
too, so it's he was 70
it's like
something. You know what I mean?
You still like you don't expect as your son is growing up, you don't expect he's gonna die before I do.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna have to bury him.
Yeah. And it's kind of, now that I think about it, we're talking about it, it's kind of, I guess ironic would be the right word because he actually had 2 kids pass before he did. So it's like, he had to bury his kids and she's having to bury hers.
Dude, that's rough.
Yeah, not to bring the room down.
Yeah, no,
I mean?
that's rough though.
But it's
because,
just interesting to think about.
Like I'm just thinking like, so not only is she burying her own son, but before that she buried her grandkids.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like
wow,
that's
I didn't even think about
further.
That either,
yeah, that's even further removed.
Yeah.
Like my grandmother, she told me so many times. She was like, because I used to tell her as a kid, I was like, I'm gonna be a doctor and I'm gonna figure out a way to make you live forever and all that kind of stuff. Right?
So
like,
sweet.
Like I love my mama. Even to this day, I love my mama.
Yeah.
And but I remember talking to her and she would always tell me, she was like, look, one day I ain't gonna be around. And I always tell her, even to this day, never say that.
Mm-hmm. They want to tell you. I don't know why. My grandma did the same thing. Yeah. She was like, one day
and she's like, I'm just like being real. Like I'm trying to get you prepared. And I'm like, I will never be prepared for that. Yeah. Like I don't know what's gonna happen when that happens.
It's rough. I mean, it's like
because like I haven't lost a grandparent.
Oh, really?
But I haven't. There was one my father's father, I never met.
Okay.
Because he passed when my dad was 10.
Okay, so it's like you did, but you weren't there, so you didn't meet him. So
Yeah. So like I wasn't there for it.
Yeah.
And then later on, his brother ended up dying too.
Wow.
So yeah, and it was like both of them tragic accidents.
Yeah. Wow.
So,
well, I'm sorry about that, dude.
Yeah, I mean, look, my dad was like super worried that he was going to die young.
Yeah.
Because of this, like the same thing. Because it was like almost like the family curse.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Because my grandfather, he died when he was 32.
Mm.
And my uncle, he died when he was 17.
Our family curse is like, apparently none of the men in our family are great with women.
That's fair.
That, like, but I think my mom's broken that curse because, like, she got with my stepdad and they seem pretty, like, healthy and happy, so fingers crossed for me and Caitlin, so.
Yeah, that's fair. Look, I don't think y'all have anything to worry about. Like, that's the thing. At the end of the day, like, love is something that comes naturally, but at the same time, I feel like it's also one of those things where it's a choice. And when you choose not, like, when you choose not to compromise on something, or when you choose to go back and forth against somebody, that's when it stops.
I told her what we should do is fake a divorce.
Fake a divorce?
Fake a divorce. All right, hear me out. All right, so we'll get all the gifts from the first wedding, right? Then we'll fake a divorce.
Is this just another way to get more gifts? It's wild.
Let me finish my pitch.
All right.
Then we'll fake a divorce, and we'll both throw separate divorce parties, get more gifts, then, like, reconcile, quote unquote, and get, like, married, quote unquote.
Are
again.
divorce parties a thing?
Yeah. Have you not seen that? People like burn their wedding dress and everything.
I've never seen that.
It's a whole thing. Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's like it's a divorce shower, I think is what it's called, or something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like they take a picture of the paperwork and like burn their wedding dress or throw paint on it. Like it's a whole thing. It's a whole subculture. I guess.
That's wild.
It's what color women do you think it is doing it? Come on, The only ones that ever do that kind of
I'm
shit.
not gonna be that guy. I don't know. You tell me, man. For the podcast, go ahead, man.
They definitely are not of darker complexion.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's white women.
Yeah.
White.
Yeah.
Doing that kind of stuff. The same ones that did the where you announce the gender reveal party.
Yeah.
And I had never in my life
Dude,
heard of that until like the last 10 years.
So like that's what's crazy. So like they're even old school, like decades, like my grandparents' generation. They did gender reveal parties.
Did they?
Right.
Y'all still-
But it was like very like high society, like up north a lot. Like it wasn't something that everybody could do because everybody couldn't afford to do it.
Yeah.
So it was like a big deal to be able to even throw a gender reveal party.
So is it a symptom of us doing better as a society, or is it like
Well, I mean,
white
personally,
women
I
saw
feel
something?
like we have like false success.
Well, I mean, financially better, or is
I
it
feel like our financial is fault. Like our
Yeah.
financial success within our society as a whole is kind of false.
Yeah.
It's a lot on credit. Like everything's on credit.
Yeah.
Like
Dude,
nobody's
food, your Taco Bell can be on credit.
Yeah, like
That's insane.
nothing has. Like that's the thing. Like people have money, but they don't have money because they're constantly in debt.
Oh yeah.
So everything's on credit.
It's
Like
crazy.
what happens when the bank decides, hey, because every single one of them pretty much has like a clause in there. They can collect whenever they want, essentially in full.
Yeah.
What happens when they come to you and you have a 30-year mortgage for $400,000 and they're like, hey, we need $400,000 today. Like, what do you do when that happens? Like,
You're
hopefully
fucked.
they don't do that, but
Yeah. But they could.
they could. Like at
Yeah.
any second, they could be like, you know what? We don't like what shoes you're wearing today. We
Mm.
want $400,000.
Like a loan shark.
Yeah,
Break your fucking
like that's what I'm
knees.
saying. Like, not well, no, like that's the thing. They just take your house. Like, what are you gonna do about it? There's nothing you can.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah,
I never thought about
most
that.
people don't think about it that way.
Well,
But
thanks for making me scared of my house, Thomas.
I also personally think that we should just start a revolution because we get taxed too much anyway.
I don't know, dude. I think, look, okay, so the only reason I'm not for revolution, and this isn't because, like, scared of the deep state coming after me or anything like that. I just think that there's diplomatic ways we could work it out. I know that our system is fucked up.
You would literally need to just reduce the tax percentages.
I know our system's fucked up. I think there's a way we can fix it by, picking better people to be in
Look,
places.
I'm not
And-
saying when I say revolution, I don't even mean a full on like Civil War type revolution.
You mean like
okay?
just a full
mean-
tax driven?
Yeah, like that's the thing. If everybody stops paying taxes, what are they gonna do?
Oh, like a protest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
everybody.
Okay.
Like because like that's the thing. So, the Revolutionary War, right?
It was over like what 3% or something.
It was 2 point it was no I'm sorry, it was a 1% tax on tea. 1%. My income alone is like 20%, like 20 times that of what gets taxed by state and federal. So it's like what is going on? That's not including sales tax, that's not including property tax.
Yeah.
Like, and obviously, like, it differs from state to state, but it's just the fact of, hey, like,
What the fuck?
yeah, I get taxed for getting money, I get taxed for using money, I get taxed for everything. Like,
You get taxed for owning property.
that's what I'm saying. Like, even after I buy something and it's paid for, now I have to pay forever just because the government's like, yeah, we need some money. Like, and they're like, oh, well, we're trillions of dollars in debt. And it's like, well, who are you in debt to? Oh, our own people. Really? Well, how about you give us the money back? Like,
Oh man.
I don't know. People think I'm crazy, though.
I don't think you're crazy. I get it. I think maybe someday it will come to that. I think that right now that there's no organized leadership for that kind of thing to happen.
Not only that, but honestly, I feel like if that was a big enough idea, somebody would come around to shut it down. Like,
Oh yeah,
literally,
no, they
like,
stomped that shit
physically, yeah.
down so
like
fast.
that's like the dude who developed a car that literally would run off of water.
Yeah, he just disappeared. He became
Well, no,
very
no.
suicidal, right?
He had
Or
a
something.
heart attack.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but it wasn't he
After
like
he
drinking in like a water or something. He was like, "Oh, they've killed me" or something like that.
Yeah, no. He
Is that
actually
that guy?
wrote a message, and like he was drinking a glass of water, and like the last words that he said to his son was, "They got me."
Damn.
Like, what do you think?
Yeah, and then all his
and
designs
he did
disappeared
this like
after that too.
yeah,
right?
yeah. So like he started on the East Coast, drove to the West Coast. On his way back is when he had his heart attack, because like he did that all like off of one tank of water.
Damn. We could be driving around hydro.
Yeah,
Still-
like, and it would shut off. Like, oil companies would not exist essentially.
and it wouldn't be as big of a blowing up.
Yeah,
What's the word? Fire hazard.
fire
Safety
hazard.
hazard.
Yeah. Well, it is, but it's not, because it literally turns the water into hydrogen, and it runs the hydrogen
yeah.
fuel. Yeah, and like the hydrogen.
Hydrogen's
and
super explosive.
Yeah, hydrogen and oxygen.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Hindenburg.
but yeah. So all right, so that's what's interesting, right? So because that just put something in my brain real quick
About the
Okay, talk
Hindenburg
about-
or Nazis?
something like that. So we're looking at the whole thing with Iran, right?
Yeah.
And they were doing like a thing of like where the United States Air Force and planes and all that, right? Everything was in the Middle East, including the Goodyear blimp.
Wait, what?
I can't make this up.
Wait.
Even
What
the
were
Goodyear
What were
blimp.
you looking at?
I was looking at like an actual like online article and everything, and they were showing the map of it in real time. of
So
what
it was like a
stationed
live
there.
map showing
Yes.
all the aircraft
And-
active in the Middle East
Yes,
or in Iran
and the Goodyear blimp was there.
for like supporting the troops. Maybe
I have no clue, man, but I know it's there.
it's so funny. Have you ever watched Alternate History Hub?
Yeah.
He made a video like 6 years ago saying like it's a bad idea for America to invade Iran, and this is why. He listed like all these reasons.
Yeah. So essentially, like the biggest reason why Iran is so hard to invade in general is
Geographically, right?
it's geographic issues. So you have the mountains on one side, and then you have essentially like water on the other. But their coast, they've put mines everywhere. It's like, so you can't come in by boat, and you can't invade from the opposite side because of the mountains. You can't get an army through their mountains because it's part of the Himalayas, I believe, if I
Yeah.
remember right. And essentially, they're like, oh, well, we'll just use Air Force. Well, the issue with Air Force is they literally just have miles and miles and miles of bunkers.
Mm.
Air Force can't do anything if they're underground,
Yeah.
unless if they're only dropping bunker busters.
So it seems like a Vietnam situation.
Yeah, it's gonna be a war of like attrition, where it's just gonna be like who can stand the longest, essentially. Like, but what was the other part that's interesting too is they were like, Trump made an announcement. He was like, "Yeah, we were on schedule for it to take 4 weeks for us to wipe out all of Iran's politics and politicians and everything. We did that in 24 hours."
Damn.
Like in less than 24 hours, they had killed the entire equivalent to like the cabinet and parliament or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they were like creating another, like they were meeting in another place, and he blew that up too,
Damn.
like to select new leaders, and he was like, "Your regime is dead," and just like blew it up.
Damn.
Yeah. So,
I don't know. I think this is.
but like I was looking at like past presidents who have like had because we've always had like an issue with Iran, and them threatening to like invade Israel or whatever, and like it's gonna happen either way, like at this point. But my whole thought process is, you look at the last couple of presidents and presidential candidates, and like one of them, like or actually the other ones before that literally just said, "What's your message to Iran?" And they're like, "Don't." And they asked Trump, "Hey, what are you going to do about Iran? We're going to blow them up." Like, that literally was his message, like, live on TV. Was
Yeah.
like, we're going to blow them up. We're going to bomb them.
Damn.
And now, like, North Korea is like, "Hey, we'll send missiles to Iran if they need them." And I'm
North
like,
Korea is
yeah.
too?
And I'm like, do you want to get blown up? Like, Kim Jong-un, I thought you and Trump were tight, bro. Like,
Oh, like he's gonna send to the Iranians.
yeah,
use
to
on
the
us.
Iranians.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like, they were like, hey, we'll send missiles to the
I mean,
Iranians.
that's North Korea's a joke right now, anyway. Though.
Yeah,
like,
no, they
those
have
missiles
been for
wouldn't
years, but-
get off the coast of Iran.
Yeah, but
Do you remember that?
that and the first time since World War II, a submarine used a torpedo and blew up an Iranian battleship.
I saw that in the news.
Yeah.
It was an unarmed ship, right?
Yeah, it was.
I did
it
not
was a
like
destroyer.
That. I did not like that. I thought that was a bad move on our part
Why?
because, like, it was unarmed. It was coming from military
No,
exercise.
no. It was armed.
But it was coming from military, like from a military exercise with India, right? Like
No.
the
It was
US
just sitting in the Indian Ocean.
I thought this
Like, it
was
was
one
sitting
of the
in
ones-
international
So
waters.
what I'm aware of the story is that U.S., Iran, there was a bunch of other countries. India invited them before all this going on with Iran to come to like a joint military exercise together, and like on the way back from doing that exercise, that's when the submarine blew up that destroyer, and the destroyer didn't have any like live ammunition or anything like that on board, and then left the soldiers just to drown.
I mean, that might be possible. But
That's what I'm aware of
like,
the story.
only thing I will like that I've really read about it was, like it literally it was just sitting in international waters in the Indian Ocean. Like, it wasn't moving because it wasn't moving because they use a torpedo.
Yeah.
Like, they're so inaccurate. It's not even funny. And that's just what was amazing to me is, like, you already know, like, the captain of that submarine that was over there, like, hey man, can I push the button? Like, he's literally on the phone, like, calling whoever he's got to is like, please let me blow this up.
Now, there's the other thing with all this, where this is all just happening to distract from the Epstein stuff.
Dude, they're doing everything to distract from the Epstein stuff.
Oh, yeah. As soon as, like, it's so crazy that...
And, like, my thing is, so they let the Epstein stuff be in the limelight for a little bit. Were they
like,
distracting from them?
Yeah.
What's
fair.
worse than the Epstein stuff?
Yeah. Well, so, like, it's funny that you say that because the Clintons did their depositions. I listened to all that just, like, to get it raw and figure out, like, or not figure out, but I guess hear their side of it.
Yeah, and get your opinion on it.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like clips and everything mischaracterize a lot of shit. So,
Yeah.
like, I've tried to, like, listen just to raw footage, and it is publicly accessible online on YouTube. It's long. Each one of them's like 4 hours apiece. But it's like, as soon as those depositions drop, the next week, we're at war with Iran. And I was like, holy shit, Like, what the fuck? But no, their depositions are very interesting. So, this is just my opinion on it from listening to the whole thing, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I got the vibe Hillary didn't know anything really about it while it was going on, and probably found out after the fact. Because a lot of Clinton stuff was happening both during and after the Monica Lewinsky thing. And I think for a long time now, Hillary's just kind of been like, Clinton, Bill's a fuckboy. I'm just going to let him do whatever he's got to do.
I mean, that's pretty much what he is.
Yeah, but I'm going to use, like, his name and the fact that this marriage to basically move forward. And to be fair, like, I don't like Hillary because of a lot of, like, her, like, shenanigans and stuff she gets up to.
Yeah.
But, like, the woman's got moxie. Like, I was listening to her talking, I was like, all right, she's a bit of a pistol. And then Bill comes on and he's like...
Yeah, even to a fault, though.
Yeah, no,
like,
to a fault, for
yeah.
sure. But, like, I was like, I don't like you as a person, but I would respect you as an adversary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Bill comes on and he's just like, "Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing?" I could barely understand like what the fuck he was saying because he's so old now, and he's got that like They're close in age, so I don't know why the fuck he sounds like that.
Is like, what's crazy in my mind is I'm just sitting there and I'm watching Bill Clinton on in my mind because I haven't seen him. But I'm just sitting here, like, watching him sit down on the thing, and he's just, like, sitting there talking on camera, and he just gets confused and has, like, a moment of, like, dementia or something. It's like, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Like, and it's all coming back to him. I'm like, Bell, come on, man.
He's like, where's Monica?
Yeah.
Monica. Anyways, he's on there, and he, I mean, like to his credit, for as old as he is, and like the only thing that I could tell that like is really old about him is like A, sometimes you couldn't understand what the fuck he was saying, and B, like he's gotten where he can't hear that good. They were having to tell kind of not repeat a lot, but you could tell it's starting to go.
Yeah, and he was just like, huh?
Yeah, and it's just really funny kind of seeing him now because, like, forever Bill Clinton in my mind was, like, younger Bill. You know what I mean? Like, post, like, right after presidency, you know, going and playing the sax and, like, you know, all that kind of shit. And I think Bill definitely had some fucking shit going on. I don't know for sure if it was with, like, younger women. I think a lot of that... I think the younger women part of it was probably like Epstein trying to get some dirt on him, or trying to like leverage his position into a power, you know, into a power grab. I think to be like, oh, they were eating babies is a little extreme.
I mean, that's wild, though.
I don't. Listen,
they were. Somebody was.
Somebody may have been, and I don't. Until I see that they haven't, I'm not going to rule it out. But the vibe that I got from all that was that Bill was doing some fuck shit that he probably shouldn't have been doing with questionably aged women. I don't think they were as young as 9. I think that it was probably like 15, 16, which is still
that's more
horrible.
But that's also
super
his
illegal.
kind of like play style too.
Exactly. Super horrible, terrible thing to do. Not justifying that at all. Still pedophilia. Still a pedophile.
No, that's terrible.
Allegedly. I'm just saying that to like... kind of like, I understand that what the Epstein stuff is like crazy, and that we should like be trying to get justice for these victims. I think we need to make sure we don't romanticize this tragedy that's happened. You know what I mean? That's why I try to tell people like have a measured response, because like the real crazy part is like nobody's going to jail yet here, and like we got Andrew in jail. You got Andrew's out of jail now, but they at least arrested him, and he's under investigation. You've got the Princess of Sweden that's been arrested or dethroned. I can't remember.
Yeah.
She's in hot water, too. You've got...
She's a weird... Like, that's a weird person to just pull out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense, though. I mean, he had ties to all these people.
Yeah.
I don't think Israel is arrested anybody yet, but there's, you know...
There's a bunch of them.
Epstein definitely had ties to them. The fucking China's executing pedophiles apparently in public executions.
Honestly, I think we should adopt that. Personally,
the only thing about public executions is like, again, it's that romanticizing this like violence when we just need to kind of like.
To me, it's not romanticizing. It's more so of, hey, don't do this or this is what's going to happen.
Yeah,
like,
but then it goes underground hardcore. You know, if it goes hardcore,
it does that anyway. Like that's the like it's already underground.
Yeah, but. You know, like, I don't know. I'm on the fence about the public. I think execution, sure.
Okay, just videotape it so we can see it.
The only thing that I'm like, so like the optimist part of me is like any chance of rehabilitating them means there's less victims at the end of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but at what point, like, because that's the thing, you have to kind of think through it.
Maybe you
how many different lives have they actually messed up?
That's true, but maybe you can flip them.
Because it's not just the kids at that point.
Yeah, but maybe you can flip them as well and use them to catch others.
Well, that's different. If they're volunteering to do that, then that's different.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Like if they say, "Hey, man, I'll give you everybody in my whole ring." All right, bro, let's talk over here in the corner.
Yeah, for real.
Like,
but I think you have. This is like one of those things that's like.
But then, see, I get worried with the people who catch them because it's like they always say to get a criminal, you have to think like a criminal. Mm-hmm. So does that mean like to catch a pedophile, you have to think like a pedophile?
Have you ever talked to any of these or seen interviews with these data analysis people that have to like screen AI?
Yeah.
They like talk about the horrible shit they have to be subjected to every day just to make sure AI doesn't fuck up and make child porn. Or make like videos of people dying and all that kind of shit.
Well, so that was a thing that I actually I saw a big article about was apparently there's like Discord bots, and they're like they're AI like automated, but they have like a faulty thing where people are using them to transfer child porn like across different servers all at the same time.
That's sad.
And like they're going, and it's not going to like specific servers. It's like randomized, so like the files can never be destroyed.
Damn.
So and yeah, like it was a weird thing where it was like one here, one like, and it was like spread across a bunch of different servers and stuff.
I mean, I was like, just despicable, disgusting shit. I mean, like,
At that point,
subhuman
like
shit.
at that point, like you're endangering other people's like record essentially.
Oh yeah. You know what else? Another piece of advice for those of you guys listening and yourself, if you guys have kids, I know you don't have kids, but if you guys have kids at home, don't let them play Roblox.
Yeah.
Roblox is a major hub for
Yeah,
like
a bunch of pedophiles.
pedophiles.
Honestly,
and-
any online game where there's interaction where it's only kids for the most part.
Yeah.
Like if there's an adult on there, I'm not gonna say all the time, but 95% of the time.
And monitor your kids.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if they're online, just like you know,
because like I remember
our
ours used to be the what was the game with the penguins?
Club Penguin.
Yeah.
Was there a bunch of pedophiles?
Oh yeah, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
A bunch of pedophiles. Yeah.
Is that why Disney shut it down?
Yeah. 100%. So.
I'm surprised. You know, have you
And
ever
see, like
watched,
to me, like that's a whole nother ring. Like,
Yeah.
Disney's a whole nother ring that's separate from
Yeah.
Epstein. Like they need to investigate that.
Yeah, well, Disney's like, so the Disney part, at least from what I've seen, has been just like churning out like child stars and like abusing them in that way. Like,
No, it's physically too.
oh yeah,
Yeah, like a lot of them are like, yeah, we went on tour internationally, and that's where it happened.
damn.
So it's
Oh,
didn't
because the
happen in
international
US.
laws
Yeah.
being like, oh okay,
Yeah.
damn.
It's like it didn't happen in the U.S. or the age difference
Yeah.
is different. Like the age law is different there.
I thought that was gonna. Until I knew more about Epstein's Island, I thought that was gonna be more like how a lot of these guys would get out of it because you know if they did find out they went there, well, it's not in the U.S. But I think Epstein Island is in the Key. Was it the something Islands? Is it Key Islands or something like that?
Is it the Key Islands?
Not Key Islands. What are they called? They're down there, like off of Florida, but it's a U.S. territory. Key West Islands, or Key West is his own island.
I
isn't
can't
it?
think of it.
I can't think of it either. Those of you at home, you guys know what I'm talking about. But it's essentially a U.S. territory, so it does fall into our jurisdiction.
Yeah. Same thing with is it Costa Rica, Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory.
Yeah.
I don't know if Costa Rica is. I think Costa Rica is too.
No, one of them's an actual country.
Costa Rica?
Yeah, I think they're an actual country.
Okay. I know Puerto Rico isn't because, well, it might be its own country, but it's a territory as well.
I don't know.
I still think about what's his name joke about. There's an island of trash floating in the ocean, and it's called Puerto Rico.
No, that's honestly by now it's probably Haiti.
Yeah, no, Haiti would have been more
Like, 'cause,
accurate.
yeah, they like
They've gotten fucked.
yeah.
Clinton's also fucked that up too.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, the thing is about the Clintons, like, I don't know if they're baby murderers, but like they're definitely up to some fuck
Bad
shit.
people.
Yeah, they're definitely not great people. They're bad people. They're career politicians, which not all career politicians are bad, but a lot of them are.
I feel like so. That's the thing. Until you have somebody that will keep other people in check and correct, like and be the authority for the people who are otherwise unyielding to authority. Like that's the thing. Is like if you have enough money to literally just say, you know
Fuck
what,
off.
screw it, whatever I do, I can pay for.
Yeah.
Like, because that's the thing, like, people are like, oh, well, there's no amount of money that can keep you out of legal trouble. Yes, there is.
Epstein
There's
had
always a number.
it. Epstein had it.
Like, and until there's somebody who can actually, truly police that, it's always going to exist.
I'm really
Like, it doesn't matter.
I'm really surprised with the Epstein thing that any of that even came out. That he was ever even arrested. I think I know a large part of it is Virginia Dufresne and a lot of the other victims that came out and talked about it and stuff. But like I'm honestly surprised any of that made it onto the radar and made it onto the radar when it did.
See that's what was wild with me is like so he was having because Epstein his family, like his kids were having sleepovers and stuff, And
Does he have kids?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he had two daughters or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, and he was like, he would like let them have sleepovers, and it would be like very specific people who he would invite over during those sleepovers.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently,
So you think he was like dealing out his kids?
I don't think not his kids, but
No.
other people's kids that were coming to sleep.
I
Like that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
it was like, yeah, you could choose any of them, and we'll take them later. Like
There's
just not those two.
So there's a letter in the new documents that's released that what's her name? Andrew's wife,
Mm-hmm.
Sarah something. She congratulated Epstein on his son being birthed,
Yeah,
and like there's no record of a son. There's no record of any kids. But if you've seen something with the two daughters,
yeah,
like that's why I was
yeah. I saw
asking.
something with two daughters.
But the whole thing is like, why is there no record of any like kids? But she's congratulating him on like a son. So there's a lot of people that think he's like had people scrub like his kids, and if there is any other family out there, scrubbed them except for his brother
that or that's the baby that they ate.
that they ate.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Epstein, because like this is what happens with these guys, right? They get to where they're trillionaires. I mean, look at Walt Disney, look at Henry Ford. I know they're not on the same level, but like they're rich guys who've been super successful in life.
Yeah.
When they get like around like 50-ish, their focus turns towards legacy. And I think that like we don't know what the fuck was going on at that ranch out in New Mexico. I think that, you know, I don't know if it's like, because some people online are saying probably cloning. I think, and this isn't going to sound like crazy, I think he had like women out there that he would knock up and see like be trying to breed like the perfect like offspring.
Like the perfect little Epstein.
Yeah. Like That's
wild.
as crazy as that sounds, that's like from reading what I've read out of the files, that's like kind of
Something he would do.
something either he would do or had going on, because they talk about that ranch from time to time, but they don't talk about it a lot. And they talk about the amount of women that were there. And it's like, you know, if you think about it, it's a ranch and he was probably fucking trying to breed. You know what I mean? You know, like in a weird fucked up way, he was ranching women. You
Yeah,
know?
that's weird.
Yeah. But it's just the type of weird shit he would do.
Like that, and that's the thing. That would also kind of explain like why he's getting congratulated about a son specifically.
Yeah.
Is like maybe he just couldn't have a son for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So he was like, you know what, we're gonna keep trying this until it happens.
Yeah. It's all speculative. Don't get me wrong. All this is speculative. We have
Everything's
nothing to
alleged.
go on. This is all alleged. But like, if you look at the files and you look at what they talk about, also there's evidence that at the time of his conviction, he had a friend that was like did something with data and like went into Google and scrubbed like everything of him getting arrested. So like when you would Google Epstein and he was trying to refresh his image like circa 2015, 2016,
Yeah.
before he got arrested that last time, all this good shit would come up about him that was all about like his contributions, his donations, the charities he runs. It wouldn't be anything to do with the shit that he got up to. And that's wild to me. So, like, you know, if he had the power to do that, he had the power to scrub any familial.
But that's the thing. So, like, that's the thing that anybody who is a hacker, though, or has
Could dig it up,
a
you
friend
think?
who is,
Yeah.
could do that. Like,
You think they
scrub
could
it.
dig it up, though?
I don't know. Like, because that's the thing. Like, when something's put on the internet, it's never truly deleted.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what you do. So it's like, I'm pretty sure somebody could.
Yeah.
They'd probably have to go, like, to the darkest parts of the internet to find it, but
We got
Like,
friends.
surely
We
it's
can
out
ask
there.
them to do it.
I
We
mean,
could break the case wide open here on Shirts Off Podcast.
that'd be wild.
It's weird that we became randomly suicidal after this episode. And,
No,
you know.
no. I love myself. If something happens, it wasn't me. I'm
Dude,
gonna go on the record and say that.
there's a part in the fucking deposition with Clinton where they're like, oh yeah, this guy that was like one of your staff guys, like after the whole Epstein stuff, he was found hanging himself with electrical rod and shot himself twice in the chest. Like, do you have any thoughts about that? And he's like, no, that's just weird. Like, you know, the guy was suicidal apparently, according to these documents.
What?
That's an actual, I swear to God. Because my
So
ears
Tom,
perked up when they asked him about
the
this.
Epstein thing, after all the Epstein files and everything got released,
There
that
was
guy was found
It wasn't too long after Epstein died, I want to say. It was like 2018, 2019. Well, no, Epstein died in 19, so it would have been like 2019. It would have been later 2019 or 2020. But this dude was found. He hung himself with an extension cord and then was shot twice in the chest. And they're like, oh yeah, he shot himself.
What? How's that even happen?
And they're like, oh, this is suicide. Open and shut.
No, that's wild.
Yeah, that's in the deposition, by the way. And they're like, do you really think this guy like killed himself? Clint's like, well, that's what the autopsy says.
Sounds like him.
This on the record though. If you go back and listen, I should have timestamped that motherfucker because I bet it'll disappear. But it was crazy. My ears perked the fuck up. I was like, the fuck did he just say? What is happening?
I mean, apparently he was suicidal.
All this is allegedly. Hi, allegedly. I think everybody's innocent. I love my life.
I don't think anybody's innocent. Like, that's the thing. Like, somebody has always done something somewhere.
Yeah, I think I love my life. I'm not suicidal at all. So.
I am, but I'm not willing to act on it.
So if anything happens,
it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Probably that Clinton guy.
What's the the Shaggy song? It wasn't me.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
She didn't hanging from the tree.
Yeah.
It wasn't me. Shot twice in the chest. It wasn't me.
It was not me.
Oh man, that was a wild part of that deposition.
Honestly, I need to go watch them now.
It's good. It's so there is some stuff that's off the record. So there's chopped up. It's court case shit. But I mean, like I think you would find it very fascinating if you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I was listening to it that night that we met at Halcyon. I was I came in and I'd been listening to it. And I was like, oh, let me pause this. Talk to the boys.
Yeah, no, that's wild.
Yeah, it took me a couple days though because
it's like 4 hours. They're like 4 hours.
Each one's 4 hours, like roughly 4 hours. So.
How many are there?
There's only two. It's okay. Hillary's and Bill's. Okay. So they're split. They do hers. If you want to listen to them in chronological order, Hillary's is first, and then Bill's is.
Well, I know I literally watched 16 hours of Epstein being questioned. And
really? How was that?
Yeah.
Was it much like I Flee the Fifth?
Yeah.
He does. He says it a lot.
He was just like, I would love to answer your questions, but my lawyer recommends that I do not say anything. So I will enact my Fourth and Fifth Amendments.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, just say you're not answering, bro. We're sitting here for, it was literally 16 hours long. Yeah. And I promise you, out of those 16 hours, 15 of it was him going, yeah, I can't answer
Fourth
that.
and Fifth.
Yeah.
I've seen parts of that video before. I've never seen the whole thing.
Yeah, no, it was kind of crazy.
He really thought he was going to regenerate his image there for a minute.
Yeah.
He was paying people to because he wanted to come on Rogan and talk about his life and stuff. There's a comedian or maybe not a comedian, I don't know. It was either Woody Allen or somebody like that he was I know for sure Woody Allen he fucked with, but he at least according to the files. But so in the files there's emails where he was reaching out to this guy, and I wanted to say it was Woody Allen, but Woody Allen was like, hey Joe, it'd be cool to have him on a podcast, is this Jeffrey Epstein guy. And apparently Rogan was like, oh, okay, who is he? And he was like, he does this, he does that. And Joe just Googled. And this was after his 2016 arrest or conviction. I can't remember.
Yeah.
And Joe was like, fuck no. This guy's probably guilty. The fuck is wrong with you? And so the guy had to email Jeffrey back and be like, hey, Rogan's a no-go. But then we were that close. I mean, we really were to if Joe had not looked this guy up, more than likely he probably would have been on the podcast.
I think it would have been that's the thing though. I wonder if Joe would have sussed it out while he was on the podcast.
I think Joe's bought out.
He is now.
I think that
was in 2016.
Yeah, I think Joe's been bought out probably for the last 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, but that would have been on before all this.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because that's the thing, because that's the one thing I kind of want to say is Joe seems like that's the one stance that he will never.
Epstein?
Yeah.
Nah, dude. These are guys that have come on there that since all this has come out that he will not push that question on.
No. I'm not saying to like as far as questioning, but I'm saying like his opinion of it.
He'll say his opinion, but he
Yeah.
won't question them.
Yeah.
That's the thing that sucks about it, is like he used to kind of like push these guys a little bit, but now he doesn't. It's like, and I get it. It might not
Like
even be
that'd
that.
been back then, that back in when he was though.
Huh? Oh
So that
yeah,
would've been
back
back
then.
then when
Oh,
he
back
was.
then for sure.
And I was like, I wonder if he would have sussed it out and then like
Oh,
really
like back
just-
then?
Yeah, and then just like beat the shit out of Jeffrey on his
I
podcast.
think the reason he probably didn't back then is because in 2016, 2015 was like totally different landscape for podcasts. So
Yeah, it's true.
if you have somebody like that come on in the midst of all that, it might not be the best look. Now I think he probably, if like roles were reversed, he probably wouldn't have had him on still, but like it would have been for like very different reasons.
Yeah.
Now I think it's that he literally had the president on. He's had the head of the FBI on. He had the vice president on. I think it's one of those things where like he's so big that it's like Disney. You get to a point where like you have to start being inoffensive or you start losing money.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody's come to him and been like shown him a different angle of Charlie Kirk being shot and been like, you want this to happen to you? I think it's more like about the money. Maybe not like coldly about the money, but about sponsorships, you know,
Sponsorships,
and
yes.
maintaining.
Yeah.
Because like, dude's
Except
like,
for that one guy who saw him in the back alley and was like, "Hey man, you want this to happen to you?" Like,
but I mean, dude, like, you know, he's got a brand to maintain now, and like, I totally get
yeah,
that.
well,
you know?
like that's the thing, like, because that's the thing is like, not only if something were to happen on his podcast where it makes him look bad and his reputation gets ruined, it wouldn't just affect his podcast; it would affect his actual business now.
yeah,
And
he's
it would
Oprah.
affect
Dude.
everything. Yeah.
He's modern day Oprah. Oprah, same thing.
Except
like,
he ain't giving away everything.
no, but I mean, if you look at Oprah, like Oprah rose to prominence.
If Joe Rogan ever sees this though, and he does want to give away something, I will gladly take something that is over the price of $1,000.
Oprah in like what rose to prominence, what, 90s, mid 80s maybe? I don't know Oprah's timeline exactly. I just know for at one point in time she was kind of like the voice of the every person, especially like the every woman in America. And then like, you know, you get to a certain point where you're so rich and so influential.
Yeah, and then she didn't care about the people in Hawaii.
Yeah. And then you get where you don't give a fuck. And I
Yeah.
mean, like, I can't say that, you know, I wouldn't be like that. You know, I'd never had that much money or influence.
I wouldn't be like that.
I would
I
love,
wouldn't have that much money though.
I would love to say that I wouldn't be like that, but I mean, you get to a certain level where you're like, you know,
Well, see, like
kinda lose touch
the
with the
reason.
everyman.
The reason why I say I wouldn't be like that is because if I had that amount of money just given to me, or if I earned it in some way, shape, or
yeah.
form, like I would give it to other people,
right. But that's it being given to you. I'm talking about like this is your life's work. You
even
know
if
what I
it's
mean?
my life's work.
You
Like
think
that's
so?
the thing. I will never be rich.
Like
I'll
I
never
can
be
see that.
rich.
I can see that.
Because like people are gonna like somebody's gonna come to me and they're gonna be like, hey man, you know, I really need X, Y, and Z, and I'm just like, here you go, bro.
I don't even think it's them. I think you get insulated by these people that like whether you want them to or not, start slowly kind of like influencing your way of how you live, and you lose touch with the everyman.
Yes, like yes and no, because that's the thing. It's like some people with their own family,
Mhm.
right? Like you think about if somebody grows up and they grow up in, you know, like so many people around here have in a trailer park, you know, super redneck, super country, whatever, and then they leave all that behind and they get a good job working in the city and they're, you know, living the big city life and all that, as most people say,
You're right.
and then they go back home.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, that's still gonna be family. You're still gonna like relate to your family
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's your family.
Yeah.
So it's like that's really, really all they really would need to kind of recognize what's going on around
Yeah.
them.
I think too it's a case by case too.
Yeah, it definitely
Because
is.
like you have some people that like they have nostalgia for that life and they come back to it and they like Adam Sandler's a prime example. Adam Sandler's fucking made millions and millions of dollars.
He's
Still
wild.
wears like sweat, like, you know, big ass t-shirts and basketball shorts because that's who he is. He's never, I don't think I've ever seen him really stray away from who he is.
I love that Jew.
And then And then you got other people like Oprah, who I think like hated what she came from. And this is just me again, outside looking.
And became almost like snobbish.
Yeah, hated so much what she came from that she actively like avoids that. Like jumps right into insulation because she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to be reminded of what she.
Well, see, like that's what's crazy. You see that with everything, though. You see, like some of these famous NBA players, NFL players, like they might have come from the literal projects, government funded homes, that kind of thing. But after they made their millions, they ain't going back.
No,
like they're not being caught.
It's
dead
like
in
jail.
the hood. Yeah,
it's like jail. You know,
like,
you got these guys get out and they're like, I ain't fucking ever going back. They'll kill me before I go back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean,
you can't blame them for that. I mean, if your life's fucking hell growing up. Like, I don't know if because me and you, we've got the privilege of, like, coming from decent families. Coming from, like, I don't want to say...
We had our own issues.
Yeah, but, like...
And it wasn't...
It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't, like, we weren't having to worry about where we were going to eat at. You know what I mean? Well, okay, we weren't having to worry about, if we were going to lose the house next month. You know what I mean? At 5 years old.
Yeah.
Our parents weren't saying, like, hey, man, listen, I can't make the bills. We're going to have to sell some of your toys.
That's true. Like, I can honestly remember that there were nights where, like, it wasn't even, like, worried about what I was going to eat because I was old enough to kind of understand of, hey, I have food, but my parents don't.
Yeah.
And I would, like, purposely, like, not eat part of what I was going to eat and made sure, like, my mom ate.
Yeah.
And my dad ate.
Yeah. Damn.
So, and that was just because, like, we were on a budget, dude.
Yeah.
Like, my dad was like, he was pastoring full time. My mom didn't have a full time job yet. She was still looking.
Yeah.
And, like, we had to eat out the church's food kitchen.
Yeah.
Like, because we couldn't buy groceries and stuff. Like, It was rough for a little bit. But, honestly, it all worked out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that I feel like brings you closer to your family, too.
It does. Like, it also stresses everybody out.
Yeah.
Which is the bad part.
Yeah. Like, my mom, she made sure we were never, like, hungry or anything like that. But, like, whenever her and my dad first split, I mean, it was rough because we came over here to stay with my grandma.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, there were just times, especially when she was with my dad, that, like, they, like, my dad wasn't the best with money.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, he made good money, but, like, we didn't really have anything to show for it.
Yeah.
So, like, we wouldn't have food, you know what I mean? Or we wouldn't have, something we needed. And then, like, she would, like, scrape and work all week just to make sure we had something to eat, Yeah. And I remember those times. So, whenever they split and we kind of came over here and stayed with my grandma, it was, like, this dark cloud parted, you know what I mean? Because then it was, like, my grandma and my mom.
Yeah.
Like, both working in tandem to make sure, we had what we needed. And then my dad got to a better place, and like, we didn't have to worry about that kind of shit anymore. But,
it's just a wild thing to really, like, think about of, like, everything you've had to go through.
Well, I look back, and I'm seeing it now as an adult, I'm super appreciative of what she did for us and what my dad had to do for us and what my grandma had to do for us. Like, it's something that, like, I myself I've been without food, right, as an adult, and I've been without a roof as an adult. But I've never been to the point where I didn't have, like, a support system to kind of fall back on and get that. Whereas they kind of were, you know what I mean? It was just them or nothing.
Yeah.
And, like,
for
nothing. Sorry.
Like that's the lucky thing, like, that's probably the lucky thing about me personally.
Yeah.
Is, like, I'm usually pretty good at building that support system, whether I have one or not. So it's like I have a backup to my support system, essentially. So it's like I have people that I'm not family with at all.
Yeah.
That if something were to happen where my parents aren't around anymore,
they would be there for you.
God forbid that never happens.
Yeah.
But if it did, I literally could call them for anything, and they'd be like, "Yeah, bro, I got you." Like,
that's a nice thing to have.
Yeah,
it really
but
is.
Like, you have to work to get there. Like, like that's the thing. Like, people are always like, "Oh, well, I wish I could have that. I wish I could have this," and I'm like,
you got to be the type of person that's open to that too.
Yes.
There's tons of, like, and I mean, I'm sure you see it at Halcyon. Like, there's tons of people, and just in everyday life, not just at Halcyon. I don't mean to put that on Halcyon, but there's tons of people in everyday life that, like, don't open themselves up to, like, that kind of support system, or don't, like,
Yeah.
Make the first, what's the word, leap the Every Man's Not Island thing. What's it called? Or you know what I'm saying? They don't make the first move.
Yeah.
Essentially, to like, you know,
they don't open that door themselves.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, and it's hard. You know, the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Yeah.
And if you're just quiet, and
Well,
like,
well, so like that's what's interesting. So like when it started off with the support group, so like one of my, literally my best friend, who I've known for 19 years now, or something like that. Like he's part of that support system. If something were to happen with my parents,
right.
And the moment that I knew it though, was when I was living in my apartment, and this has been more recent. This is probably like 4 years ago ish or something like that. I was living in my apartment, and something happened where I could pay my rent, but I had like zero food at all, and the power cut off at the same time. And I remember like just letting him, like he called me. He was like, "Hey man, what you doing?" I was like, "Nothing, man. I'm sitting here trying to figure out what guitar I'm gonna sell." And he was like, "Why are you selling stuff?" I'm like, "Cause I need money." He was like, "Come to the house," and ended up inviting me over. Next thing I know, like he's got dinner cooked. He's giving me $1,000, like just straight out. Damn. It was like, "Do whatever you got to. I know you got me back," and like that kind of thing. And I ended up paying him back and everything. But it's just like the fact of like he could, without like I never asked, because like that's the one thing that I refuse to do. Like I've gone days without asking, 2 weeks without any water or power before, without saying a word, even to my parents, let alone somebody who's not family.
Right.
So it's like I'm not gonna say anything. Like,
Right.
I'm too like it's not even prideful. It's like more so ashamed.
Right.
To say something. So, and like I did that with my own parents, and he was like, "I know you're not gonna ask." So, but. And, like, I'm the type of person, I don't like owing anybody anything.
No, I don't like owing people
like,
shit either.
I just want to be able to get it solid and done. Like, if I'm more so the type of person, if I need something that I know you can help with, I'll come to you and be like, "Hey, man, let me do some work for you, and could I get this?" More so of me saying, "Hey, man, can I have such and such, or can I get a loan?" Right? Like, it literally, if it was me and you, right, and I'm like, "Hey man, look, I need $100," right? I would come to you and be like, "Look, man, what you need done around the house?" Like, and you're gonna be like, "Why are you asking this question?" I'll be like, "Man,
like, let me put a new roof up for you."
I need $100, bro. What do you want me to do for $100? Like, and like that's literally what I've always done.
I'd be like, "How good's your backhand?"
I'm like, "It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good."
Oh, man. Well, it's about time for you to have to roll, right? Or
Yeah,
getting that time. Well, we'll wrap this one up. It's been a fun podcast. Do you have any lasting messages or anything to say before you leave, Thomas?
My lasting message is, people, look on the brighter side of life. Be grateful for what you have, not what you... And don't continuously look for what you could have.
Damn, that was deep. I like that. Even if it's a 1972 Ford F-100?
Yeah, bro, dude. Yes. Even if it's a 57 Chevy short bed step up with a cherry oak bed, yes. Like, either way, yes. Be thankful for what you have and not constantly wanting for what you could have.
That's deep. I like that.
That also, if anybody ever wants to play D&D,
Halcyon of Lancaster.
Halcyon Saturdays.
Also, shout
join
out
the Discord.
Yeah, Halcyon Saturdays, 1 o'clock.
Starting at 2 most of the time. It's not every Saturday, but like we're skipping this week because this coming week because of the comedy show.
Yeah, I'm coming to that. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening. If you like what you've seen here, you want to see more, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, not miss the episode. For Thomas, I am Creighton. Goodbye.